Hey YouTube, I'm going to share 3 cross-contamination dreams with you guys that I had recently. So the first and second dream I had kind of maybe like 3 weeks ago, or not even 3 weeks ago. One dream was from a while back, but the first dream was kind of more recently, and then the third dream was kind of a little more recently. But yeah, so I'm going to get into it. So this first dream that I had, I was hanging out with somebody, and this person in my dream, God specifically showed me already multiple times, this person is cross-contaminated. And but in this dream, when I was hanging out with them, they did not look normal. They look uh like a reptile person, like a lizard type of person, but they had crocodile or alligator skin, scaly green skin, very rough, and they had reptile eyes. And I was hanging out with them, and I was thinking in the dream, I'm like hanging out with like a monster. What's going on here? But I woke up from the dream, and I was talking to Richard about it. You guys know him on YouTube as Eyes Open California. I actually live with him. Um, and he mentioned a specific person. I will not say their name. And I was like, oh man, I've had a lot of dreams about hanging out with this person, and Richard has too. He's had a few too. And I was like, yeah, he was about the same height and weight and size of this person. I believe it's this person 100%. And basically in the dream, we were hanging out, and I made some food for him and I handed it to him. But in the dream, I was keeping my distance from him just in case I like to joke around. So just in case we're joking around and he laughs really hard and he accidentally spits at me, like a little bit of spit comes out, you laugh really hard and you accidentally spit. Or if they spit talk, like if somebody spit talks, I don't want to be really close to them. And this person in this dream was smart enough to catch on to what I was doing, that I was purposely keeping my distance. And I could see their facial expression. They were kind of like looking at me like, I know what you're doing. And so I asked, I was like, do you think I'm weird? And they said no. And I think I explained to them why I was being cautious, because I didn't want to get contaminated. But that was the first dream. So if you dream, so I've already had dreams of crocodiles and alligators. I even had this one dream where someone was being chased. Oh man, I'm getting goosebumps like crazy. I had this one dream where, I'm not going to name who this person was. I had a dream where a person was getting chased by crocodiles and alligators, but I kind of am starting to think they were actually people with the scaly skin, just like this dream. But yeah, I saw a bunch of green, scaly figures in the background chasing this person, and this person was desperately trying to get away. But in this dream, I saw a specific man, and he had scaly green skin and reptile eyes. He looked like kind of like a reptilian. If you guys have gone down the rabbit hole of reptilians, you could look it up on Google. Look up reptilians. That's what this person looked like. And I guess there's like some sort of reptile something in the jab, and that's why in the dreams they appear as crocodiles or alligators, or now what I'm seeing is reptile people, crocodile or alligator skin people. That's what I saw. So if you dream of somebody that that appears as a reptile person in your dream, they are contaminated, and be very careful how you interact with them, because if you're not contaminated, you don't want to risk getting contaminated, because people's teeth are going to fall out. But yeah, so that was the first dream. Now the second dream that I had, I was at work, and I was talking to somebody in my dream that was jabbed, and they regretted being jabbed. And in the dream, I kind of looked around at everybody, and I was like, man, it's too late, because once people are jabbed or contaminated, the effects are irreversible, because people's DNA is getting modified forever. And it's kind of a terrifying thought, really. But in this dream, I went on lunch break. I was at work, and I sat down at a booth at my work, but I want to go sit at a table, but there was a man sitting at the same table that I want to sit at. So he got up to leave, and I sat at his table where he was. And in the dream, I accidentally drank his soda because he only drank like that much soda, and it was really cold, and there was ice in it. And I mistook it for my soda. And basically, I drank his Coke, but I had a Sprite. And I was like, wait a minute, I didn't get a Coke, I got a Sprite. And I looked back at my table, and I was like, oh shit, I just drank this guy's soda. And somehow in the dream, I was looking at the guy walking off, and I said out loud, I said, oh no, I know that guy. He took 2 jabs. And I was like, oh shit, I'm cross-contaminated. It's over. I messed up. And in the dream, I was like terrified, but I was thinking this in my mind. Oh man, I'm getting goosebumps. I was thinking this in my mind in the dream. I was thinking that I have these biostructures growing in my body, because Richard, you guys know him on YouTube as Eyes Open California. He had some prophetic dreams about cross-contamination, but he found Facebook videos of these people. They had this vial. Well, there's 2 videos. One video is showing the biostructures in people's bodies, like people that died or in the hospital. They pulled these biostructures out of their body. It was kind of like wires coming out of people's bodies. It wasn't like their insides. It was like literally from the jab. Like wires were growing in them, and it looked really gross. And then there was a video where these guys, they held up a vial. It was like that big, that long, a glass vial, and you could see inside of it, and they held it up to the camera. And it showed those, this fibrous cloth, this like biostructure in the vial. It was growing in people's bodies. And I was thinking, when I got contaminated in the dream, I was thinking, now that I'm contaminated, these biostructures are going to start growing in my body, and it's going to make me sick. And it's gonna ruin my health. And I was terrified. And then that was the end of my dream. And then the third dream I had this dream last night. So last night I dreamt that I was at somebody's house. There was like a cookout going on, kind of like a family event type of thing. I'm not exactly sure where I was, but basically in the dream, I was about to walk into the dining room because whoever was cooking said, oh, dinner's ready. And I saw them set down the plates, and they were making burgers and steak, and I could like smell it in the dream. And I was thinking in the dream, oh no, I don't know if this person knows, but I'm vegetarian. I don't eat meat. And I was going to have to break the news to them that I don't eat meat. I didn't want to be rude. I was like, man, I don't want to be rude, but I don't eat meat. So when I was about to walk in there, I was thinking I was going to have to tell them that, hey, I don't eat meat, and I will not eat meat again, because all of the livestock and animals are getting jabbed with the you-know-what. And all of the meat that you're eating is contaminated. And cooking the meat doesn't just kill the virus. It doesn't just kill the jab. It doesn't kill those fluids. Like, you eat the meat, you're getting contaminated. So that's what I was thinking. And if you haven't watched any of my previous videos, God has shown me in multiple dreams that all of the livestock and all the animals are getting jabbed. So all of the meat that people are eating is contaminated. They're trying to get people to become contaminated by any way possible. They're trying to get people contaminated any way possible, and they're doing it by vaccinating the animals, and all the meat's contaminated. So that was that was the third dream. So basically, those are my 3 dreams. And yeah, so do with this information what you must. And if you dream of somebody that looks like a lizard person, they're contaminated. So that's just another way to tell if someone's contaminated. So basically, if you want to know if someone's contaminated, ask them if they have teeth falling out dreams. If they say yes, chances of them being contaminated is pretty high. If you dream of someone riding a crocodile or alligator, they are contaminated, or they're going to get you contaminated. Like if they're riding it towards you, they're contaminated. Now, this third thing that I'm telling you guys right now is something new. God showed me that if people look like reptile people, if they look like a reptilian, or like they got scaly green skin and reptile eyes, they are 100% contaminated, without a doubt. So that's the 3 ways to tell. Teeth falling out dreams, crocodile, alligator dreams. Now this third one, reptile people dreams. So I just keep seeing like different things. God wants me to share this so you guys know how to like be aware of this threat, this silent threat that nobody knows about. But yeah, that's basically it. So don't drink after people. Don't eat meat. Go vegetarian. And if you dream of someone as a reptile person, they're contaminated. So that is pretty much it. So do with this information what you must, and I will see you guys in the next video. Goodbye. God bless you.